Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma lays foundation stone for Rimbai Secondary School. Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides commemorate 70th Foundation Day with voluntary blood donation camp. And members of Fridays for Future group protest against the proposed shopping barrack complex. The total number of active cases in the country is 5,16,000. The country's COVID-19 recovery rate has improved to 92.41%. During the last 24 hours, more than 53,000 COVID patients have recovered. During the past 24 hours, 50,357 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases in the country to over 84 lakh. In the state, the total active cases stand at 984, with 91 people succumbing to the disease. Conrad K. Sangma laid the foundation stone today for the construction of a new building of Rimbai Government Secondary School in the presence of Education Minister Lakmin Rimboy and Social Welfare Minister Kirman Shilla. Principal Secretary, Education Department D.P. Walang informed that the building will be made at an estimate of 3.7 crores. Addressing the gathering, the Chief Minister lauded the efforts of all those instrumental in bringing the project and said that the new building is a step towards providing better education.
Start by felicitating
from the Deputy Commissioner here this morning here to replace the.
We need to find institutes where we can grow these children so that they can bloom, so that they can become great citizens and be very productive towards the development of our society and our state. We wish to transform everything very quickly. But this sector is so huge and there are so many challenges that yes, it will take time. But every step will help us get to that goal.
To commemorate their 70th Foundation Day, the Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides today organized a voluntary blood donation camp in collaboration with the Indian Red Cross Society and Pasteur Institute on the theme MBSG Fights COVID-19 at the state headquarters, Shillong. Speaking on the occasion, State Secretary MBSG Asware said that the 70th year is indeed a historic moment. She also said that the aim of this year's celebration is to create awareness among the populace about the importance of maintaining good health and hygiene during this time of crisis. Meanwhile, Andrew Nelson Sawian, General Secretary IRCS, was of the opinion that the need for safe blood is universal. He also said that blood donation is more essential as the coronavirus has led to people being less inclined to donate blood.
The awareness program, because now we have seen that the people at large, they have already forgotten about taking care, prevention against the COVID-19. As the months have gone, now we are going to come to 8 months. So you see, the virus has increased, but people are not taking care anymore.
Blood donation is even more essential now during the coronavirus or the COVID-19 pandemic, where people may be less inclined to donate blood. At this time of crisis, when social distancing is the new normal, we need to remind ourselves of the importance of solidarity and generosity.
In line with many others in the state who are opposed to the idea of building a shopping mall in Barrack, Fridays for Future, a group of youth, today took to the streets to protest against the proposed shopping mall at Barrack. The members of the group vehemently opposed the idea of building the shopping mall and demanded a green park instead. It is to be noted that the Chief Minister had earlier appealed that the project be seen in a larger context and not merely as a shopping mall. The Public Health Engineering Department Nongstoin conducted an awareness program at Tinghor village to sensitize the public about the objectives of Jal Jeevan Mission. The program was attended by the Superintending Engineer PHE Western Circle RS Nongri, SDO PHE Nongstoin Division, Ws Aimle Village Hetman and the villagers of the area. The government has constituted a committee at the national level, state level, district level and village level to check and utilize the scheme in a proper manner. RS Nongri Superintending Engineer PHE Western Circle said that the objective of the mission is to provide free and adequate drinking water to every household. The benefits of the project should reach every rural household of West Khasi Hills district.
Ya ga jingan kam ke jogi ha lagi ban pendam ya ga jingan kam ke jogi ga jingan kam ke jama haman kawai ke pai kani ka mission ga dan la ki jong ki framework kawai ga bentang ka kam kalau management management kalau betul naru kalau kau bak frame scheme, kalau kau bak pentrai, nangta kuno bakin penjana. Kalau scheme kau bagi pentrai, kau bagi pentrai, kada ben kau jadi sekri, yang kau buat lah.
The Nationalist Congress Party legislator Shillong Sangma, who is a part of the MDA coalition, has questioned the initiative of former Chief Minister Dr. Mukul Sangma during his tenure to set up residential schools in the state. The project was beautiful, but the placement was bad as it was placed in the jungle, and that is not the right way to execute a project, said the NCP chief. He further questioned the state BJP's intentions in raising the issue of corruption only in the centrally funded schemes, when there is a lot of illegality going on in various other spheres as well. He alleged that there are a lot of corrupt practices happening in the name of district council.
Okay. About the corruption from the center scheme. What about the scam that is happening within our own state? Felling of trees illegally. Okay, is it not a scam? It's also a scam. Somebody is behind in those areas also. Illegal scam of schemes. What about the IBDLP? What about the MBDA? What about the SRWP? What about the PWD? What about the agriculture? What about the horticulture? Why people can't see all the other departments?
The Joint Action Committee, which comprises of Jaintia Hills Truck Owner Association, Jaintia Hills Clinkers and Cement Association and Meghalaya Truckers Union, today continued its agitation demanding to implement the new rate of ferrying goods from the cement companies in East Jaintia Hills from all Jaintia Cement Manufacturers Association. Members of the committee today protested as Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma was travelling towards Rimbai. Speaking to DD News, Meghalaya Chief Minister said that the government has done its part to revise the old rate, and the problem is now between the industrial companies and transporters.
In the last 3 months, 6 months, we have finally taken the decision to revise the rates, and now after revision of the rates, there is a difference between the industries and the transporters. So it has not much to do with the government's decision. Government has done its part. We have gone ahead and we have notified it, and now there is a issue that is there building up between the industries and the transporters, which needs to be worked out. But we will do whatever we can from our side to resolve the issue. But as I said, the government's part has already been done from us, and it is this government that has taken this very important step to revise the rates almost after 18 years. Thank you.
And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded in the city was 22.3 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 10.4 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 44%, while it was 55% in the evening. And the forecast says that the city and its adjoining areas most likely to remain dry. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Positive cases in the country crosses over 84 lakh. Recovery rate improves to 92.41%. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma lays foundation stone for Rimbai Secondary School. Meghalaya Bharat Scouts and Guides commemorates 70th Foundation Day with voluntary blood donation camp. And members of Fridays for Future group protest against the proposed shopping complex in Barik. And with that, we've come to the end of today's edition of the News Bulletin. Do join us back tomorrow at the same time. Good night.